Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and I also thank Honorable Rasova for the question. Mr. Speaker, sir, there are 3 secondary schools in Kadavu, and these schools are Bunisea Secondary School, Richmond Methodist High School, and Kadavu Provincial High School. We all know in April 2020, TC Herald, which was a Category 5 cyclone, caused significant damages to a lot of schools in the Northern Division and in maritime zones. Mr. Speaker, sir, climate change is a sad reality which we have to deal with on a regular basis. Tropical cyclones, whenever they come, they cause a lot of damage, not only to schools but to other infrastructure such as hospitals and residential buildings and so forth. Now, over a period of time, the government has been spending large sum of money to repair this school. And if you take into consideration the last cyclone, Category 5 cyclone that we had, starting from 2016, from 2016, the government has spent more than $250 million just to repair and rehabilitate schools around the country. The cost of damages sustained by all 3 schools were substantial. Richmond High School had damages valued around $1,226,895. Bunisea Secondary School, $235,000. And for Kadavu Provincial High School, it was close to $1 million. Mr. Speaker, sir, after assessing the damages caused by TC Herald, the Honorable Prime Minister sought assistance from the Embassy of Japan to restore the facilities at all 3 secondary schools. The Embassy of Japan agreed to reconstruct and rehabilitate the facilities by providing funding directly to schools under the Grassroots Human Security Project. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Japanese Embassy provided $597,494 to Richmond Methodist School to build 3 new concrete classrooms and 2 concrete new evolution blocks. Bunisea Secondary School received a grant of $589,791 to build 2 new concrete classrooms and a new girls' dormitory. The school was provided with 20 bunk beds with mattresses, 40 desks and chairs, teacher's table and chairs, 8 bookshelves, 6 long tables and benches, 6 mirror sets with frames, 2 office tables for teachers, and an ironing table by JICA. Mr. Speaker, sir, a sum of $1,686,303 was given to Kadavu Provincial High School to construct 6 classrooms, 2 dormitories, 1 for male and 1 for female, new dining hall, and to supply 240 desks and chairs for students, 6 sets of tables and chairs for teachers, 40 double bunks for male and female dormitories, and dining hall furniture. The work at all 3 schools started during the pandemic, that is in March 2021, and we all know what happened in March 2021. That was the second wave that the country was trying to handle. And the COVID cases spiraled during that time, but I must give it to the contractors who were at the site, and they tried to get on with the work. The Richmond High School and Bunisea Secondary Schools, the work was completed by February 2022, and both the schools were commissioned, and schools are now using the improved facility. Mr. Speaker, sir, for Kadavu Provincial High School, the project also started in March 2021. But there were some issues, and the issues were related to adverse weather condition, which caused some challenges to the contractor in terms of accessing road to transport the materials to the site. And during that time, there were a lot of restrictions placed on movement of people, although the goods could be taken to maritime area. So the authority could not go to the island to fix the road, and there was a delay in getting the road fixed, which meant that at a later stage, the cost of the materials went up. And when the cost of the materials went up, obviously no contractor wants to go out of pocket. In that situation, Ministry of Health, the Japanese embassy officials, Ministry of Education, Japanese embassy officials, they all met and with the contractor to assess extra funding that would be needed to complete the job. And I must thank the Ministry of Economy. In this financial year, a sum of $375,000 was allocated for this particular work to be completed. Mr. Speaker, sir, the improved facilities and better infrastructure, such as new classroom, new evolution blocks, new classroom furniture, etc., will create a better environment for teaching and learning. Finally, I wish to thank the Embassy of Japan, the government and people of Japan for assisting Fiji in rehabilitating schools. And this unwavering commitment and support has enabled Fiji in the restoration of schools after Cyclone Harold. And even this year, the government of Japan is helping 6 other schools to repair and rehabilitate classrooms that were destroyed by various cyclones. And finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to assure all Fijians that this government has and will always prioritize education to transform the lives of our people for a better future. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
I thank the Honourable Minister for reply to the question.